Alright, everybody, it is me, 55 Fandom, and it is somehow that time of year again to give you my top 10 best and worst movies of 2025. What a year it's been for movies. Listen, let's start with my top 10 worst movies of the year. In number 10, the worst film of this year, Megan 2.0. A film that went too silly too fast. A popcorn passive movie that leaves you feeling completely empty and emotionless. The horror elements from the first film are gone, and so this sequel loses the franchise's best quality and makes the sequel redundant. Number 9, Materialists. A film that teaches you that beauty is all you need to look for in a partner. There's an unlikable and frankly not the brightest main character in Dakota Johnson, who is so blinded by beauty, she's borderline blind to what love really is. I can see the concept they were going for, but it comes off as egotistical and teaches you that all you need in life is a tall 6'3" handsome guy, and you'll be happy. Not even Pedro Pascal can save this movie. Number 8, Regretting You. This movie has so many coincidences that it makes you suspend disbelief more than a superhero movie. The acting in this movie from everyone is off the scale. It's fantastic. But the characters are all written to be mean to each other, lie, cheat, and so everyone in this movie is solely unlikable. However, I will say the relationship between McKenna Grace and Mason Thames is wonderful. It's very nice. Number 7, Wicked for Good. It's not its fault that it's on this list because the source material it's copying from is bad. Act 2 of Wicked is bad. I don't like it. However, this movie takes the second act of Wicked and somehow makes it worse. Let me explain. It rushes over key plot details, but slows its pace down for less important details. Ariana Grande is great, the wizard is great. However, these characters are so, again, unlikable. Seems to be a theme this year. They're so unlikable that you don't care what happens to them. I'm not invested. Defying Gravity was great in part 1. You're like, oh my god, what's going to happen? But there's so many ways out in the story. The story could have been totally different and everything could have been fine. It's almost as if the characters are torturing themselves, and I just don't have time to watch a movie like that. Number 6, Mickey 17. Oh dear, this might be controversial. Listen, Mickey 17, I did not like. It was too wacky, too crazy. It was not a movie made with me in mind, and that's okay. There are movies that I'm not going to like. Robert Pattinson is great. The 2 Mickeys with the girlfriend, that was very weird. And then the alien stuff was okay, but it's stuff that I've seen before. And so Mickey 17 was a very odd film that altered my brain chemistry. Number 5, Good Fortune. Again, like Regretting You and Materialists, I get what they were going for. However, again, unlikable character in Seth Rogen, unlikable character with the other dude. Keanu Reeves has a few funny lines, sure, about Felipe, and the comedy comes from his innocence about the real world. Seth Rogen has one funny line. It's marketing itself as a comedy, and it's just not that funny. Even the poor bloke who's at the start of the film becomes a bit unlikable because obviously, cliche, he's corrupted by money, he's loving being rich, anyone would. It's just a film that you know how it's going to end even when it begins, and it does nothing new for the comedy genre. It's not that funny. Number 4, Captain America Brave New World. Oh my goodness me. This film was disappointing. It was more than disappointing because I love Sam as Captain America. That was the first comic I picked up, fun fact. A Sam Wilson Captain America comic. Even before I got into Marvel, even before I knew who Steve Rogers was, that to me was Captain America. And I'm sorry, the CGI is awful. There is hardly any plot. The Red Hulk shows up for 2 seconds. Harrison Ford tries to save this movie. It's not even a Captain America movie. It's an Incredible Hulk sequel. We have to get this, and then the adamantium, and then, oh, look over here. Then we've got the leader, but he's supposedly one of the smartest characters in Marvel, but his plan has got cracks, and it's not actually that good of a plan. Oh, but Sam hasn't got the serum, but he has to fight the Hulk. Oh, he's going to talk him down. No. Marvel, please do better. Brave New World. Oh, God. Number 3, it's Snow White. Now, it's not that there's necessarily a lot wrong with it, but it's another Disney remake. And Disney remakes are not that good. They don't try. Color grading is sometimes too bright, then it's too dark. The dwarves are okay. You can tell that they were kind of rushed. In some places, they look really odd and out of place. Gal Gadot tries her best, but I don't know if this role suited her perfectly. In the end, you watch the movie and you go, oh, okay, that was Snow White. And then you come out of the movie and you forget all about it. And you go, oh, I forgot I saw Snow White. Oh, okay. Number two, a Minecraft movie. Guys, listen, I love Chicken Jockey, but you have to realise, when Minecraft came out, I was the first generation to play it. I love, Minecraft is my favourite game. It was the first game I ever got on a console. I love Minecraft. And this basically took Minecraft and said, oh yeah, we'll use the branding, but we basically won't do a story to do with Minecraft. There's Jack Black saying a load of words, but we don't fight the Ender Dragon. That Jack Black skims over the fact that you can build anything. This is my first house. This is my pink sheep house. It goes really quick. It's basically a dopamine film. It's a film that takes Minecraft and does nothing ingenious or new with it. It is a turn your brain off movie, take your kids to see. And I wanted Minecraft to have a really good movie, and it hasn't. But a number one, come on, you knew it had to come. The Smurfs. Again, like Snow White, you come out of the movie and you don't even go, oh, that was cool. With the Smurfs, you go, why did I take my child to see that? Nothing new, there's nothing ingenious. It's not like Spider-Verse. It doesn't break the genre. There's a load of Smurf jokes that don't work. Rihanna as Smurfette, it's just Rihanna. She's not even putting on a voice. There was no point for this movie to be made. This movie, I don't even know how much money it made. There was no point. It had a load of celebrity voice cast. Plot is borderline forgettable. Gargamel wasn't needed at all. His twin brother is the more evil villain in this film. So you could have just made Gargamel the villain again, because Gargamel is the villain of the Smurfs. So please don't watch this film, whatever streaming platform it's on. I get it. People make a film. There are people that did care about the making of this film, and I appreciate them. But this film is just... it's just blah. Let's move on to the top 10 best movies of 25. But let me start with an honourable mention. Elio. I think Elio was a wonderful Pixar film on the same level as Luca. It's got some beautiful animation. It's a beautiful story about broken families reconnecting. Elio is really fun. The aliens look really cool. The villain is really cool. Globin is really cool. And when the dad comes out of his exosuit to basically try and save his dying son, oh, it makes me cry every time. But here we go, number 10. You guys might hate me. Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning. Was it as good as Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning? No. Was it as good as Mission Impossible 3? No. But it has some of the best action scenes in the whole franchise. The plane scene is awesome. The second half is awesome. The start of the film is awesome. It is basically just that kind of middle bit where he's in that silly water tank that the movie drags. Everyone is great in it. I was so terrified for Simon Pegg. I thought he was going to die in the film. They really did that really well. I just thought that this was a good time at the movies. I enjoyed myself. Number 9, Lilo and Stitch. Lilo and Stitch was a Disney live-action remake that stood out above the rest. They changed some plot lines, and I like that. I like that it's not just a one-to-one recreation. That's what I don't like to see. Stitch is beautiful in live action, and he has a load of moments here. And when he says "Good night, sisters" at the end of the film, that warms my heart as well. The kid that they got to play Lilo is so talented. In fact, all of the cast are so talented. The only thing I'd say about this movie is that Jumbo's voice does not fit him, and there are a few minor pacing issues, but this is basically the best Disney live-action remake. Number 8, Thunderbolts. Thunderbolts was so good. All of the characters I'm invested in. I love movies like this. They redeem the villains, or they redeem the people that are seen as villains. Yelena is great as a lead. I hope she's a lead in Doomsday. Every character works, and they look so good together as a team. Val is a really good villain. She's like the foil to Nick Fury. And Bob, oh man, Bob is so good. And then the Void, and oh my goodness me. This is some great stuff. This is a good movie. I might just rewatch it again right now. Number 7, F1. I did not think this was going to make my list at the start of the year, but Wow, I don't watch F1. I don't know anything about F1 apart from Max Verstappen, the one-man wolfpack. But this made me care about racing. The racing scenes were thrilling. The camaraderie between, or the rivalry between Brad Pitt's character and the other fella, Damon Idris's character, that was great. The only thing I will say about this film is that I don't really care for the love interest and the love plot. I don't think we needed that. I just wanted a film about cars. Give me cars. Brad Pitt is great in this. Everyone brings their A game. This is just a feel-good movie. Number 6, Karate Kid Legends. Again, another controversial pick by myself. Guys, if you want me to dive into it more, look at my spoiler review, but I don't understand why you don't like this movie. You know, people are, oh, Daniel's hardly in it. Guys, Daniel's just finished a 6-season show. What do you mean? You wanted Daniel to be in most of this movie? Why? If you want Daniel's son, just watch the 6 seasons of Cobra Kai. This was a little cameo so that he interacts with Mr. Hahn and Lee. Great. Pizzeria guy, he's so funny. The boxing, I love that they introduced the boxing, the backstory with Lee, the trauma, the love interest is really good with Lee. Mr. Hahn is great, Jackie Chan, he's awesome. The fight scenes are so quick, they're so elegant. This is a great movie. This is a great Karate Kid movie. It's certainly better than the Jaden Smith movie. It's certainly better than Karate Kid 2. Number 5, The Naked Gun. Ho, 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 ho. I'm a big fan of the Naked Gun trilogy, and I thought, damn, is this one going to be able to crack it? The trailers weren't impressing me, so I went to watch it. Oh my god. It's one of the funniest films of the year. It's so funny. Liam Neeson as Frank Drebin Jr., he brings a new flavour to it. He's more droll, and his comedy is more dry, but it's still just as funny. This isn't like Good Fortune. This is a movie that knows how to do comedy. It knows how to make me laugh. It's wacky. It really, just like the original trilogy, which I love, it doesn't take itself seriously because it's like a spoof movie, right? I think it was the most joyful I've been in a movie theatre this year, and in a very long time. So I loved The Naked Gun. I absolutely loved it. The plot is maybe a bit thin, but I think the plots are a bit, that's the charm of Naked Gun. All of the plots in The Naked Gun are a bit slim and not really built up. Number 4, Zootopia 2. Everyone, again, go watch my spoiler review. God, I love Zootopia 2. I think it has a better twist villain than number 1, but a worse mystery than number 1. I think number 1 is the better mystery. But again, this is a great, great sequel. Great characters again. Great plot. All the new characters. Why Gary the Snake. Everything here. It just feels like we never left, you know, Zootopia 1, and then boom, Zootopia 2. The tone hasn't changed. It's the same, and Zootopia 2 is actually a really good film in its own right. This was great. I loved Zootopia 2. I loved the world building, you know, the snakes building Zootopia. Beautiful, beautiful movie. Number 3, Fantastic Four. Now this was a fantastic movie. I loved watching these 4 on the screen.
Say that again?
They had really good chemistry as a group. I loved that it wasn't in the main MCU. This was a different world. It was wacky. It was crazy. It was awesome. I loved it. I loved Galactus. I've been waiting for Galactus in live action for years, and he is finally done justice here. Franklin Richards, that whole plotline was sick. Sue Storm, Vanessa Kirby, she steals the show. She is awesome. I'm sad that it didn't make as much money. This is finally the Fantastic Four movie we all wanted, and I couldn't be happier about that. Number 2, guys, you knew it was on there. You knew it had to be. Sinners. Oh my god. Now, on this list, listen, I'm going to be straight up with you. This is the best movie. If we're reviewing it academically, this is the best made movie. This is a great movie. Michael B. Jordan, he's so dynamic as an actor, playing the twin brothers. The costumes, the tone, the setting, it really immerses you in the horror. There's not really a lot of horror per se. You see, the thing with horror and me, I don't really get scared of horror because I just expect everything, if that makes sense. But the vampire, it was weird. And it was so cool in it. And it was something that I didn't expect from Ryan Coogler, you know, vampires. And it was also something that I didn't expect to love as much. It's just a film where you go, damn, that was almost a flawless movie. But number one, Guys, come on, you knew it had to be. Superman is my number one movie of 2025. Now, I will admit, this is a guilty pleasure. However, it is still a very good movie. It's better than Man of Steel.
I said what I said.
And James Gunn just went full comic booky. And to me, I think it's great to have a tonal difference to Marvel. So I think going this comic booky does work in its favour because it makes it different to Marvel. And it worked. David Cornsweet as Superman is awesome. The suit is awesome. Rachel Brosnahan is awesome as Lois. You know, they're all like, they're all like the comic characters ripped off the page. Nicholas Hoult, his rage baiting his legs. He's so awesome. 1A, 1A, 1A. The action scenes, with the music, Look Up and The Last Sun. Oh, that score is amazing. The fight scenes are amazing. Do I have to suspend my disbelief in the final act? Yes. But that's what I have to do in a comic book. And that's the tonal shift that they've established. Things are gonna get wacky. Things are gonna get out of hand. You're gonna say, oh, well, that can never happen in our real world. But that's not the point. You never pick up a comic and say, oh, well, that could never happen. You read a comic to escape. Superman is a film that you watch to escape. Now, yes, the engineer, was she not a very well-developed character? Absolutely. Was the film too overstuffed with Guy Gardner, Hawkgirl, and Mr. Terrific? Yeah, it was, absolutely. Would I've liked to see more Superman in action scenes with the civilians? Absolutely. Even though we're in a comic book film, is it weird that civilians live in Metropolis when there's always a big threat? Yeah, it is. But this movie just had me grinning. It had me hopeful. That's why it is my number one film for 2025. But guys, like last year, you know what I did? I crowned a very special film. Last year it was The Wild Robot. It wasn't my number one. It was just like a film that I give an award to, which is the best film of 2025. So, the best film of 2025 was Roofman. Roofman was awesome. I have a review coming out on it later in the year, but basically I'll just give you the gist of it right now. Channing Tatum, great. Kirsten Dunst, great. Family dynamic, great. Peter Dinklage, great. Comedy, great. Plot, great. This guy spent 6 months hiding in a Toys R Us with no one knowing. What a great plot. It's such a great real story to borrow from that it keeps you guessing. There's so much heart. I cried so much watching it. Guys, it's a beautiful movie. So that's why it gets my best movie of 2025 award. Guys, thank you for watching this long video. I hope it's not too long. Happy New Year. If I don't see you, guys, what a year. What a year.